Hey, Steph.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of Bariatric Banter
Here
podcast.
we go. I love
Go.
it.
Something I don't. I've stopped counting at this point.
I don't know. I don't know. Are we in the 40s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're in the 40s. Yeah, but
Mhm.
40 something or other? I don't know. I don't know.
Because we have to be close to 52. We're almost at a year. Now we
That's
started in
true.
January, so we're close, but not
Let's say
100%.
episode 45-ish.
Mm,
I have
I
no
think it's
idea.
like 42. I
Okay.
think it's
We're
like
getting there.
maybe
We're getting there,
40, 42. But like we're close. We're close,
right?
y'all. We're
I love
close.
it.
So welcome. Welcome back to another episode where we're just going to
Right?
banter about our bariatric journey this week and what's going on. So, as
Love
I
it.
literally eat my lunch at the exact same time.
Oh, I
So,
just finished my snack because I got distracted today and
oh,
realized I only had 15 minutes until we were recording, and I was like, "Oh, shit, that's not enough time for lunch." So I just had a little snack. We'll have a little lunch later, but I am drinking a tea, which means my stomach is, gurgling like a mofo right
oh
now. I don't
no.
think I'm ever gonna lose that.
No.
I don't
No,
think
no, no.
no.
3 almost 3 years, I guess,
Yeah,
technically. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, almost 3 years post-op. No. No.
no. So FYI, once you have surgery and I've looked and they do say for some people it's temporary, not us apparently,
Oh,
your stomach I'm I'm no, I don't wanna call it gurgling because gurgling doesn't even describe what what your stomach does. My stomach is so loud. I've noticed it's loud in general. It's loud when I eat, but if I drink something warm, it's real like tea sets it off and coffee set it off so much more
okay.
than other things. But guys, like I Googled it, and I actually got down, like, some rabbit hole, and it was talking about, like, how people name it, like, somebody named their gurgling stomach Gurgling Greta, and I was like, "Ooh, I love that,"
Okay, actually,
because
I kind of love
it's
that.
right? I do too, because it's so loud that I was honestly afraid. I haven't been back in the office since surgery just because I work remote, I only go in, like, once a quarter, but between weather and kids and whatever, I haven't been in
Okay.
yet, and I said to Devin, like, "I'm honestly, like, super worried and nervous about having to go
Oh,
back into the office and, like, be in a conference room with everybody because it's so loud. Devin and I will be in the living room watching TV, and he will hear it gurgle from across the room, like, I'm not even kidding. It's
mhm.
so loud.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and he'll just look at me and be like, "Excuse you?" I'm like, "I didn't burp." I'm like, "It's my stomach. I
My
can't control
dog
it."
my dog will
Oh,
bark. Like, we'll be sitting on
right?
the couch, he'll be out cold, it will
Yeah.
go, and he'll just "bum, bum, 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 bum," like, just
Yeah.
start going, and I'm
It's
like,
so
"Oh,
loud.
so
So
obnoxious."
I'm so every time I'm out with people, I'm like, "I have to apologize if you can hear my stomach." And they're like,
Well, it's
"What?"
really
And then
weird.
it'll go off and they'll be like, "Oh."
Yeah, but, like, considering how tiny it is that not very odd to you that it was quiet
Yeah,
when it was large? I don't know,
right?
maybe there's something about more space to gurgle,
I
but, like
read something about because your stomach has to work harder to break down the food
oh,
is
okay,
what
you know what?
and it's something about the enzyme yeah, I Googled it because I was like, "Is this ever gonna go away?"
Nope,
And they said for some people it does, but
guys.
not for everybody. And it was something to do with because you don't have the same type or amount of enzymes in your stomach that has to work harder to
Yes.
break down the food, and then they also said part of it is because your stomach is shaped differently, the air sits different. So it's a mix of also, like, air pockets and air bubbles as
Okay.
your stomach works through things,
So it's
which
funny you mention the
wasn't there.
air
Yep.
because the burping has gotten so real for me.
See, I
Now
don't
I don't
burp.
see, now I don't know if it's like a I'm taking bigger bites now issue, and,
Yeah.
like, as you can tell, because Steph is watching me eat my lunch while I record this, I'm also sipping on
Yeah,
tea at the same time.
you're not supposed to do that, Hannah.
Okay, I know, okay.
Rule
You know what?
breaker.
Get outta
Hannah,
here.
that's like rule number 1.
I know, but I'm sipping on my tea
We're
because
not
it's
supposed to
really
eat
good
and
for you.
drink at the same time, guys.
So I wonder if that's the cause, but,
That
like, the
could be
burping,
because I don't burp, but
it's
I don't eat and drink at the same time.
it is I know, and I shouldn't, and I'm just sipping, but it is,
That could be it.
like, uncontrollable, so like, I notice it when I'm playing video games, and
Yeah.
the guys will laugh because I basically game with men, and we'll just be playing. I just burped. We'll be playing and
Yeah. You
mid
just let her
conversation,
rip.
I'm like, "Hey, there's something over there," and they'll just be like, "Did you just?"
See,
And I'm like, "I
I
can't help
don't
it, guys. It just comes out when it comes out."
yeah.
But it's like it's not like big burps. It's like
Yeah, yeah. I
little
don't have
girl
that.
burps.
I
I
have the
do.
gurgle,
It
the
got
really
worse.
loud, like, talkative stomach, but I don't have that. So I bet you it is you're eating and drinking at the same time. I bet you
100%,
it is.
sure. But also I think, like, I'm taking bigger bites of food
For
now,
sure.
and I
And
think
you're
that's
probably not chewing as much as you used to,
I need
right?
to.
So
And
do
then
I.
also, I've increased my fiber like crazy
Yep,
recently, and
that'll
so
do
I'm
it.
kinda thinking like, "Okay,
Your
it's just
body's
like."
adjusting.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
adjusting to, like, the new probiotic and stuff, but I can't
Yep.
control the burps, like, I'll literally be mid-sentence and it just comes out,
I've
and
never had that.
now I just laugh about it, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry guys, just burped."
Yeah.
Like,
No,
totally okay.
I've had, like, the odd one, um,
Yeah. No,
but
get
no,
ready, it catches up with you,
my gurgle is real. My
as
gurgle
you
is
eat
real.
more. I know I should name my gurgle, but okay, so I read a great book. It's
Yeah.
controversial, but I
Uh-oh.
read a great book before surgery, and I think I talked about it on the podcast, but it was called I actually don't remember what it was called, but I think it was something like, I don't know, the pig
Oh,
and
yeah, you talked about
something.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep, you talked about this.
something pig, but, like,
I remember.
that whole thing was that you need to name your obese self. You need to name that
Right.
voice that's causing you to eat, or, like, make it an animal, and a lot of people pick a
Mhm.
pig.
Yeah, we talked yeah,
So
I
I think it
remember.
might be the same about, like, naming your gurgle, but, like,
Yeah,
honestly, it's not gonna be as it's I know it's noticeable, but, like, people just kinda get over it and move on. They think you're just hungry, and the funny
right.
thing is, like, I gurgle because I'm not hungry. It's
Right,
after.
I gurgle because I ate.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
the I'm hungry gurgles, which is funny,
No, me
but
neither.
maybe
No,
yes, maybe it's that I'm sipping tea.
probably
Um,
you're breaking the rules.
I can't I don't I yeah, I get it. I know, and
I
I
have an
shouldn't,
odd
but
sip. No, I'll have an odd sip. Like sometimes you're just really thirsty or something is like stuck in my throat or doesn't sit well or I'll have the odd sip, but I don't know why. I've that's one of the rules that I've been like
it's a good rule because it hurts like a mother, like, it
that's
hurts
I think
real
why
bad.
like I've been afraid.
Yeah,
Um
she
I
hurts.
usually now, to be fair, I don't do the full so the rule is you're not supposed to drink 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after. And I
Correct.
was very, like, good at that rule at the beginning,
Yep.
and I would, like, really pay attention to it. Now, I'll probably stop drinking, like if I know I'm eating, like, I know it's time to eat or it's gonna be
Yeah,
dinner or whatever, I'll probably stop drinking about, I don't know, 10 minutes before, roughly, like 10, 15 minutes, not a half hour. 10, 15 minutes just to make sure that I'm not full on liquid before it's time to eat. But I
correct.
do wait after because I am paranoid about, like, the pain or I don't wanna dump or whatever. So I'm more strict on the post drinking after a meal than the pre, for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, for me, it is I mean, I agree with, both points. It it's okay, so in the early days, it hurts, I will say, in the early days,
Yeah.
it
Yep.
absolutely hurts. However,
Yep.
after, it's just that it fills you up too much,
Yes.
and that's the problem, is, like, right now, I only had one of my little shrimp tacos, which, like, I'll share the
Right.
recipe in a hot minute because it was great. I'm I have another on the plate, and I can tell you right now I'm not gonna
Yeah,
eat it
because you
because
took up space with liquid.
I took up way too much
Yeah,
space with and, like, when I say sipping, I mean, like, this cup is full, I had a sip, but that's
yeah,
all it took. It's filled
yep,
its space. I am and so that to me is the problem is, like,
yeah,
oh, I end up making these meals, they're portion controlled on purpose, but then I have something to drink or I drink too
yep,
soon before, and then it's like, "Oh, I'm not hungry anymore."
right.
And that's where you get stuck with slider foods because,
Mhm,
like, okay, well, I'll just have some crackers or something later, and, like, because it moves through your system so quick, that's a
yep,
really bad eating, drinking habit that kinda
yeah,
convinces you can eat and drink more, so,
exactly.
I do yeah, I am trying to stay on top of it. I'm just, like, I'm really cold and in the mood for some tea right now, so
That's fair. I drink so much tea now.
oh, I'm obsessed with tea now. So I have kicked my caffeine habit, yay. Um,
Good.
I
I have
did
not.
reintroduce half calf, but like not every day. So today was a half calf day, and boy, I feel amazing. Like I am on
Nice.
the ball. Let's get some work done.
Had a little extra zip.
Yep, I'm
Yep,
feeling great, feeling awesome. But I
good.
know too much caffeine just impacts me differently, and it's gotta be the
Fair.
bariatric thing because there were before surgery, there were definitely days where I'd be polishing like 3 or 4 coffees a day and be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm
Big
good,
time.
yo. I'm
Yep,
fine.
I was the same.
Now okay, Thanksgiving, I had 2 full strength coffees one day over Thanksgiving. And, like, we're
Yep.
talking McDonald's strength coffee, this isn't like an
Okay.
espresso, wrecked me. Like, my sleep was completely messed up for a week, my
Yep.
anxiety went through the roof, like, I felt horrible. And I remember talking to my therapist, and I was like, What's happening?" She was like,
I'm so anxious.
"Okay, so, like, could we just maybe retrace the steps logically on what led us to this,"
Right.
right? She's like,
Right.
"You haven't had caffeine in, like, over a year. You go and
Yep.
have back-to-back multiple coffees of full strength caffeine." I went, "Yeah, but, like," she's like, okay.
Think about
Mm,
it.
let's just okay." So, I've been really good with it, and
Yeah.
I supplement tea, so
Right.
for anybody looking for a really good and this is what we're gonna talk about a little bit today, gift, a little
Yep.
gifty, a little stocking stuffer, whoop, whoop. Um, this is my new favorite tea. I get it from Bulk Barn, that's a Canadian place,
Yep.
for if you're Canadian, you love Bulk Barn. Bulk Barn is, like, the
Mhm.
best, but that's basically
Yep.
where you can go and this is hilarious, get bulk items. Ooh, shocker.
What?
What? But it is an orange tea, and I only do
Mhm.
caffeine-free tea, but it's
Me
an
too.
orange tea, and I can't think of the brand, so I'm gonna need your help. You know that brand? It makes, like I wanna
Is
say
it
it's
the
like
Tazo?
I wanna say it's like Celestial or
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Selenial
yeah.
or
Yeah.
is it I don't is it Celestial? Is
I
that
think
the
so.
okay, alright.
I think
So,
so.
you know the one I'm talking about, green
Yep.
box and yeah,
Yep.
okay. So I'm pretty sure it's them, but it's called Mandarin Orange Spice.
'Kay.
Like, I
I'm
have
drinking sweet orange right now from
yeah, okay,
Tazo.
so
Yeah,
you
it's
talked
probably
about
similar.
orange tea, and I went out and found one, and this is, like, orange, chamomile,
Mm.
cinnamon, coriander clove, blackberry, and chicory, and it
Is it
shouldn't work.
loose leaf or is it bagged?
Oh, it's bagged.
See, and this I'm shocked because I usually don't like orange flavored things,
Mhm.
and Tazo, I'm also cheap. Tazo tea is usually, like, not the tea I buy because it's, like, $7 a box.
Yeah.
N Not happening, but the
Nope.
one day, I forget what store I was at, and it was on sale for $3, which was cheaper than the other tea, so I was like, "Okay,"
Wow.
and it's sweet orange, and I was like, "I might as well try it, it's $3, whatever." Well,
Yep.
sure enough, then I loved it, and I was like, "Well, shit," because now I like it, but I'm not spending $7 for a box, but then the other day it was on sale again, so I grabbed one, and
Okay.
I usually don't like orange, so now I'm curious about the Bulk Barn orange
I
one,
think you should give it a try. So, like, Bulk Barn's having really good Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals,
if
but
I can
also
get there in the snow store.
for all of our friends who don't have one nearby or our American friends, because I'm pretty sure this website ships to America, well.ca, who like
Yep.
literally, if anybody knows someone who works there, sponsor us. We love you.
Right?
Well.ca carries their full line. And we're going to, in the next couple of episodes, because they're leading up to Christmas, we're going to talk about our recommendations for people that you know who are having surgery. For those of
Yeah.
you who need to put stuff on your list, we've had so many people reach out about like, what should I put on my list and what could I tell my husband to
What
get
do you
me?
use? What
Family.
Yeah,
So today we're going to talk about food. Next week we'll do clothing. And then the week after that, we're going to just do like miscellaneous. So my
random.
recommendation, my first one, and then Steph, I'll kick it to you, is going to
Uh-oh.
be tea. And
Mhm.
well.ca sells the Celestial brand. I'm kind of a big fan of them. So
Yep.
my recommendation is Bengal Spice, which is
Yeah,
basically cinnamon heart tea.
that's a
Like
good
it is
one.
it's like,
Yep,
oh, cinnamony and hot and,
that's
so good.
yummy.
So they make Bengal spice.
Mhm.
The orange mandarin spice is
Mhm.
the other flavor that's really good, or they make the sleepy time, and if I could
I
recommend
love sleepy time.
the extra strength sleepy time, enjoy your minor coma. It's
Man,
quite lovely.
sleepy time teas can't so ever since I was little, I've been drinking chamomile tea, and it's so funny because my mom hates chamomile tea because when she was little and
Really?
sick, my great grandma used to, like, force feed them chamomile tea, and so now she just can't do it, but
I get that.
I love it so much, and there's I think it's Selections
Yes, I know
tea,
exactly what
maybe.
you're talking about.
I found the other day a chamomile vanilla honey.
Mhm.
Holy crap, one of the best teas I've ever had in my life.
So good.
I kicked caffeine also, so I was like, yeah, like Hannah, like, drank 3 coffees a day and then gave it up pre-op because I knew I couldn't have it during my 2-week pre-op diet, and I
Yeah.
didn't wanna cut coffee during that 2-week pre-op diet on top of doing shakes and all the other crap because I figured that would just be horrible. So I cut coffee out, like, months before,
Good.
and then pre-op, and then post-op. I didn't put it back in probably for, I'd say, like 6 or 8 months, give or take. I did decaf for a while, and then yeah, probably closer to then I did half calf for a little bit, and then I
Mhm.
went to 1 coffee. So I either do a hot coffee or a protein coffee a day, and then I'll have a decaf sometimes at night. But the other day, I was struggling, and I made myself a second coffee in the afternoon after my protein coffee, and I'll tell you, like, she was wired. Like, I could feel myself just, like, buzzing, and I was like,
That's
"Oh, yeah, you haven't had that much coffee in a while." So I've become a huge tea drinker since pre-op. Same thing, herbal tea, caffeine free, but I now have, like, a big tea drawer. I start every morning, I do my probiotic drink and my
yep.
energy drink, and then my second beverage right away is a peppermint tea every morning. I love it. I
I love
love
it.
it.
And
So,
it's
yeah, I
funny
agree with your tea.
I funny you mentioned the vanilla one, so, like, listen, I don't work for Celestial, guys, I
Yep.
promise you that, but they do make, I'm not kidding, a vanilla chamomile one. They also make a
So good.
sleepy time, they make a sleepy time
Yep.
with probiotic, and they
Mm.
make a sleepy time sinus one as well.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
those all have spearmint and lemongrass and chamomile.
Yeah.
It's the big reason I like them is spearmint is a lot of their tea, and
Yeah.
for women with PCOS, you know,
Spearmint.
spearmint tea is, like, one of the
Mhm.
highly recommended things that you take to help balance out your
Yeah.
symptoms, so if you're
Get your
looking
blood
for a
sugar.
stocking stuffer, my first recommendation on today's podcast, tea,
Yep.
tea of any kind, make sure it's non-caffeinated, and
Yeah.
usually that means it's not a black tea because bariatric patients are supposed to have very limited caffeine, and try to find something, that's got good flavor, that's
Yep.
not watch David's Tea, guys. I know that's a
I'm
really
not a fan.
one, but they use
Not
a
a
lot
fan.
of dried fruit and sugar in their
Yeah.
tea, and so that's why I look for, like, an herbal tea with no caffeine, and most of them don't have sugar, so for me, my recommendation is Celestial tea. That's a good
Love it.
stocking stuffer or Christmas gift.
Yeah. You could even do, like, I met was it last Christmas? My, brother-in-law and my mother-in-law, because I was on this tea thing and it was my first Christmas post-op, that's actually what they got me. They got me a whole loose leaf tea kit. I
Mhm.
had bought myself, a steeped tea glass, like, teapot,
Oh, that's
um,
so
and
nice.
I would yeah, I should actually just break that out again. But I bought myself a nice glass teapot, and then they went and bought me a whole bunch of different loose leaf teas and, like, the insert for it and all this different tea-based stuff because they knew that I had cut coffee, and it
Yep,
was such a cool gift, and then I got to try all these different flavors, and I got to make my pots of
right?
tea, and yeah, super handy.
Great
So yeah,
idea.
love that. Um,
Your
I'm
recommendation, Steph,
I'm
your
trying
first
yeah.
one.
I'm trying to think of something that's, like, shelf stable, right? 'Cause, obviously, my first thing is, like, Baby Bell cheese because I love that shit.
Well,
But
it's
you're not gonna
also
buy somebody Baby Bell cheese.
well, but it
But
could be, like,
you
it
could.
doesn't have to be, like, a stocking stuffer or a gift.
No,
It could
but
be food for a party or a gathering,
yes.
whatever you would on the top of your head recommend.
I I would, though, recommend I am super hooked on the flavored little individual packets of edamame beans.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a couple different brands on Amazon. You can honestly just buy whichever ones are on sale,
Yep,
because they can be a little pricey, I'll be honest, but when they go on sale, I usually buy 2 or 3 boxes because now my family has tried them and likes them, so now my stash runs out a lot faster than it used to. But
love it.
they're individual packets. Each
Okay.
packet is roughly they vary within, like, 5 points or whatever, but
Oh, yeah.
most of them are around 110 calories and about 10 or 11 grams of protein per packet. So great little snack. They fill me up. There's, like, salt and vinegar, Cajun, barbecue, dill pickle, ranch, nacho, sriracha. There's all these different flavors. And number one, they're just a great snack during the day. But they're also great to throw in your bag and to throw in your car. And we talked last week about not always being prepared,
Oh,
and how sometimes you have to, like, do the Mickey D's run because you're not
you do.
prepared.
Yep.
So I like to keep some of these in the glove box of both or the console of both vehicles. I
Yes.
throw one in my purse all the time. Like I will find, I'm not kidding, like I'll reach in my pocket and find a packet of edamame beans or in my purse or in the car.
Yep.
They're just such a great go-to and great macros on them, great source of protein.
So
They give
crunchy.
you that crunch like a chip would.
Mhm. Good on a
Um,
salad
I was
instead
gonna
of
say good as a topper
yeah.
also. I've crushed them up and put them on salads. I put them, like, whole
Oh,
on a salad. But yeah,
okay.
I have had them as a staple in my kitchen since I was, like, physically able to eat them, and they have become, like I said, my family has gotten into them now, so they're good for the kids too because instead of giving them chips, you can
Yep.
throw them a bag of edamame beans, and it has that same, like I said, that same crunch factor, so you get that craving kick.
Okay.
Um, I and yeah, the variety's great. I think they're fantastic. I
I
love
think it's a
them.
great I love the edamame beans. My
Yeah.
favorite is the cheddar, followed by the ranch. I really like the flavors. The plain ones are fine, but for me, the
Yeah. You
flavors are
like
the
the
way to
nacho
go.
ones?
I'm a big dill pickle fan. I did
Me too.
not enjoy
Really?
I found like so okay, sometimes when you do artificial dill pickle, it's either
Oh,
really
I
good
so
or
love
there's
it.
like an odd like
That's the first flavor I clean out is the dill pickle, and then I get
and
mad because it's gone.
that's totally okay. Some people love it, and then
I
there's
love it.
people like me who are a little picky about my dill pickle flavor, and I'm like,
On
"Oh,
I
no,
love it.
that's the weird dill pickle flavor I'm not a giant fan of." But
Yeah.
I think everybody universally loves the nacho cheese flavor. It's just wow. Like,
Yeah.
don't know how to explain why it's so good, but she good. So I that's a great suggestion. That would be such a cool stocking stuffer. That would
Yeah, I
be
love them.
really cool just to have on the table. We're
Well, you
very
can give the whole box or you can open them up, have some for yourself, and throw some in a stocking.
Mhm.
Because it comes in a box of I don't remember how many, like 25 or 30
Oh, it's
something.
you
Comes in
get a
like a mixed
lot.
box. Yeah.
You
So
get a
then you can
lot.
keep some for yourself too.
I like it, and, like, so we're oh, just hit myself in the face. We're big on stockings
Mm.
at my house, so I
Yeah.
remember my mom just kind of asking, like, "Well, what can I get you?" Because chocolate is so prevalent.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, my next suggestion, and this won't shock anybody because 'cause we've talked about these things before, but it's good to resurface it for those who are
Yes.
thinking Christmas right now. Um, I'm gonna go with the sweets. What are they called?
Sweet treats?
Sweet
Sweet treats or whatever? Is that what they're
Stick
called?
with me stick with me sweets no, I you know what, this is terrible. Smart Sweets, there we go,
Smart
Smart
sweets.
Sweets.
That
So,
yeah.
okay, plugandwell.ca again, they're on sale for $3 right now, like, don't pay full
That's not a
price for them
no, they're
because they're
expensive.
so expensive for what you get. However, when they're on
Mhm.
sale, scoop them
Yeah.
up, 'cause they do last a while. Asterisks, don't buy them from Winners. So I was at Winners the other
Uh-oh.
day, and they had
Yeah.
boxes of them, and they were half off, but they didn't expire till December 15th, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'll plow through a box of 12 in a month
Yeah.
and a half."
Oh,
They
got
are
ya.
hard as a rock. I
Oh,
don't know if it's
no.
a bad batch or what, but, like,
That
inedible,
sucks.
like, completely inedible, which is unfortunate. But when these go on sale, I always tell my mom, "Listen,
Yep.
instead of chocolate" because her other
Yeah.
thing was like, "Well, I'll just get you sugar-free chocolate." And I don't know if you've ever had sugar-free
Oh,
chocolate. I'd rather
you'll be
eat
in the bathroom. You can also
oh
you'll be in
my
the
god.
bathroom.
So, she once
Yeah.
got me Russell Stover, which is
I
like a
remember when you did this.
yeah, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Look, they have sugar-free, like, Bounty
Yep.
bars and, English toffee," and I was like, "Wow."
I remember.
And then I had some, and it was within 30 minutes, I was like, "And now I'm going to
Shit
sit
my
on"
pants.
literally, it was like, "Merry Christmas, I've shit myself." Like,
Yeah.
it was not gonna go well. It was so and, like, the
No,
pain
no.
and the cramping was so bad. The sugar alcohols were through the roof, but so were other additives, so I
Mhm.
find it like and it's nice, like, she went to Laura Secord one year, and they make a
Yep.
diabetic line, and, like, it's not bad, but for the price she's paying, I was like,
Smart
"I
sweets are
love
better.
you, and I don't want you to be offended, but I don't think you should buy these anymore because
No.
they're kinda waxy and there's no real
Yeah.
taste." Like, they seem to think that because they take out the sugar, they don't need to put flavor into these things, so
Right?
they're not great, and it's too expensive, so I told her, "Honestly, mom, just get me Smart Sweets." Like, I
Yeah.
love Smart Sweets. They are my fiber supplement. I think they taste incredible.
I think they're delicious.
They
They've
have
got
a
the
blue
chew.
sour snowflake one. Okay, get outta here. So good. They're
Oh, I
so
haven't seen that one.
delicious. And then and I know we're torn, we don't agree on this one, but the
Uh-oh.
cinnamon bear one, best one they've ever made. Best one,
Mm,
hands down.
mm.
Tastes just like Red Hots. Love it. Love it.
I'm interested in the other one. I haven't seen the other one yet.
It's the sour Christmas tree one is
Yeah.
pretty good. So, like, they also sell the
'Kay.
edamame things on well.ca too. I think they're a dollar there, like a dollar, maybe a dollar 99. So, my recommendation or my next recommendation is definitely Smart Sweets when they're on sale.
Yeah.
I know that they are expensive. I know Walmart carries them now. I think
Yep.
Canadian Tire carries them. I know they can be pricey, but if you can get them on sale, they usually have a very, very long shelf life. These are really good fiber supplements. Like, honestly, they're better
They
than my
do have good fiber.
protein, and
Yeah.
they're delicious. So, you can
Yep.
get the caramels if you wanna get them more of like a sweet treat. I can't wait till these guys roll out a chocolate. I'm sure it's in
Ooh,
development.
that
I'm
would be
waiting
good.
to see. But this is my next recommendation, like good stocking stuffer, but also just good gifts. Like buy them a box of it, get them a bunch of different varieties. Do you have a coworker who's had bariatric surgery? Do you have a friend you want to exchange gifts with? Like I
Yep,
would pack a bunch of these into any gift I was giving a bariatric person.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they're great to have on hand.
Yeah, I think just in general, even if you're not bariatric, give this to everybody you know,
Now
like,
I'm gonna go on well.ca and spend far too much money today, and Devin's gonna yell at me because another package is gonna show up at the
"You're
door.
welcome, you're welcome."
But now I
That's
want Smart Sweets.
but it, like, literally, like, so good, and yeah, I can't recommend those enough, and, like, this is, like, our top recommendations. Are there a million other foods that we could talk about? Sure,
Oh gosh,
but
yeah.
I'm trying to think of, like, I hate to give bariatric people food that doesn't have at least something beneficial in it. So, like, these don't have
Yeah.
protein, but the fiber's really high, right? Like,
19 grams of fiber. I'm just
and
looking right
that's
now.
that's in some of them. Some of them are like 20
Yeah.
plus. So, some of the
And let's
things
be honest, you're eating the bag.
oh, you're eating the whole bag. You can finish
Yeah,
the whole bag.
let's not
And the
like
calories are not high. They're less than a built
no,
protein bar.
I'm looking at this one, it's 130 calories, so yeah, there's no
Okay.
protein,
No,
but it's 130 calories and 19 grams of fiber. So, in the
correct.
grand scheme of things, if you're gonna have a snack and you want to fill like we've talked about, you wanna fill that craving, you wanna fill that sweet tooth, you wanna yeah, it's 130 calories, not horrible if you're eating 1,500,
Not
let's say,
horrible.
but
But
if
even
you're
if you're at
getting that
12,
much fiber,
yes.
then that's
Well,
yeah,
when you compare it to the calories in the fiber supplement, it's almost identical and you only get 10 grams of fiber for
right.
4 chews.
Yes.
So, anyway, I always try to make
Yep,
sure it has something. If it doesn't have protein, it should have high fiber because there's a ton of food that we could recommend, but
yep,
it doesn't have anything except low sugar, and I just don't think that's enough to recommend it as a
no,
Christmas gift.
no,
Um,
I agree.
Steph, what would you recommend next?
I'm gonna go, like, not necessarily food, but one thing that I know I have always on hand, and I actually just thought of this today because I didn't realize how low I was going, was collagen powder.
Okay, that's
And
an interesting one.
yeah, not food, but
It counts as food because you eat it.
that's true, you put it in stuff. I put it in my tea or in my coffee,
Okay.
every day because with the weight loss, a lot of times we're losing muscle mass. We have to watch our calcium. We have to watch our lean body mass. Things drop and things drop quickly. And so for me, collagen has been super important to help my hair, help my nails, help my joints, keep everything moving a little bit better. Collagen is something that I've noticed. I didn't think it was making an impact, but I notice now if I don't take it for a few days, my knees, like the creaking in my knees gets and the crunching in my knees gets significantly louder and
Really?
significantly worse. I can tell it in my nails for sure. I don't think it did anything to my hair, but I can definitely tell it in my nails. I have been like forgetting to put it in my tea lately. And I can see already like my nail color is a little bit different. My cuticles are up higher than they
Okay.
normally are. And when I was doing my workouts the last couple days, yeah, my knee crunching so much louder than when I regularly use my collagen powder.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, and what brand are you using that blue brand that I
No, no, I use the oh my gosh, what is it called? I can tell you. It's it starts with an O and I get it on Amazon. um, because it's fairly decently priced. It's like a popular, let me search it. It's a popular brand of a lot of supplements and stuff on Amazon. It's the Organica,
Organica. Okay, so
and I just buy the plain, but it comes in flavor too. Like there's a chocolate flavor if you put it in like I don't know, whatever. Some people put it in water, some people put it in tea and coffee and milk, and you can put whatever you want. But I buy like the plain because it doesn't taste like anything and it just dissolves in my coffee or in my tea. I do it in a warm liquid. I can't do it in water. I do it in something warm so it fully dissolves. You can put it in a smoothie. Um, but I 100% have
Interesting.
noticed a difference if I don't take it.
I have wanted to take it, and I
Yep.
did when I first started because
Yep.
everybody was talking about taking collagen, so I took that very
Mhm.
popular blue, what is it, like bovine or whatever
Yep.
collagen powder.
Yep.
Unfortunate thing for me was I developed
Vital
a very
proteins.
developed a very weird side effect, which is I think I told you I got a lump on my finger,
Yep.
kind of around a joint, and I was like, "Ew, like, is this a wart? Like, what is this?"
Yeah.
No, it's due to collagen buildup. It's like a very common side effect for some people. It's called
Weird.
like a something something cyst or growth or
Yeah.
whatever. So I had to stop taking it and it went away. So I really do want to start taking
Yeah.
collagen, but I'm also worried because I hear if you have histamine intolerance, you can't
Mhm.
take collagen
Interesting.
because it's, like, super high in histamine.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people that have menopause, like, aren't
Yep.
able to take collagen while they go through
Ooh.
menopause
Yeah.
because your progesterone is so low that your histamine like, it would throw your histamine way off.
Interesting.
Well, and that, like, maybe it will, maybe it won't, right? That's just,
Yeah.
like, something I remember seeing,
Yep.
like, I'm so now I'm crazy about histamine because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, no," like, at perimenopause area, like,
Yep.
what is this, right? But I wanna take it because I hear the benefits for skin and nails, and I know so many
Yeah.
people take it, but I had that weird because I put it in my
That is
coffee
weird.
every morning, and
Yep.
I got the because I remember Googling, like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And, yeah, it's a collagen lump, like, it's normal, it's
Weird.
buildup. So, maybe I
Yeah.
should just chat with my doctor and dietitian and go, like, "What type of collagen could I be
Maybe,
on?"
yeah, there could be there are different and, like, there's different tons of different brands, different kinds. I've just really noticed, like I said, I kept forgetting to use it, and the other day, I was doing my workout, and I did my squats, and it was such a loud crunch in my knees, and I was like, "Geez, that's bad today." And then the next day, same thing, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then I went up to make my tea, and I pulled out the drawer, and I guess the container had, like, slid to the back, and so I forgot about it, and I pulled out the drawer further and went, "Oh, shit." Was like, "I haven't put my collagen in my tea in, like, over a week."
Oh.
But when I take it regularly, I notice a huge difference. Mhm.
I'll look into it because I know, like, I had heart palpitations and stuff that I thought were, like and it turned
Yeah,
out to be non-medical heart palpitations, so, like, I think I might just be a unique case where not all supplements work for everybody, but there's different
yeah,
types. So it could just be that I was taking bovine collagen, and I might need to take, like, a non-animal collagen, right? And,
yeah,
like, that might help. So
yeah, and there's different brands, there's different, like, m compounds, whatever you wanna say of it. Like, I know, um, I tried Vital Proteins, I didn't like the aftertaste, which is why I switched to the Organica. I find it has no aftertaste. But yeah, like I said, there's different brands, different compounds, different whatever. I personally like, I've noticed a big difference. So for me, that was a big one.
I'm gonna look into it. I would like to try it. I think that's a really, really good suggestion, because you can get samples of things. So, like, I think
Yes,
this goes hand in hand. If you can find sample packs of stuff, that would
do
be
it.
a great stocking stuffer. Little samples of protein powder, little
Mhm.
samples of collagen, like, get those for your bariatric friends to try because the
Yeah.
one thing we say is do not go and buy a ton of stuff before surgery because post
No.
surgery you is a very different person. And
Yep.
protein powder, collagen powder, like a lot of this shit's so expensive that if you can find
Uh-huh.
them samples, they will love that gift. Like if
Yeah,
somebody gave me a bag of tons of different protein powder samples,
that'd
best
be
gift
amazing.
like, that would be so cool, or a
Agreed.
bunch of different flavors of Built Bars, or a bunch of different protein bars to try, like,
Yeah.
such a cool gift idea to let them
Yep.
and I know Vital Proteins does it, but I'm sure Organica does too, but, like, I know Vital Protein had little, like, individual
Little Yeah,
serving
I'm sure most of them would do
yeah. Check,
things like
like,
that.
Popeyes or GNC
Yep.
for our Americans, Popeyes is hilariously the name of our, like, health food store, I know,
Supplement
it's so
store,
funny.
whatever you wanna call it. Yeah,
It's where you go to
Popeyes.
get, like, powders and proteins and stuff, like, I'm not even kidding, it's called
Apparently, you're gonna go there and get jacked.
yeah, and then go
Yeah.
get some chicken after. But
Right?
yeah, try GNC, try Popeyes, but, like, that's kind of a cool idea too, like, go get your friends, go get your bariatric
Yeah.
people, get them sample sizes, get them, like,
Yeah.
trials, get them an individual bar, buy them some cool stuff to just sample and try. I know that
Mhm.
GNC sells the canned protein, like, drinks, like the milkshakey style drinks, like Slate
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Get them some of that stuff to try, like, that
Yeah.
would be really cool as well. I think My last suggestion, and boy, I know I've talked about these brands forever. So, again, if anybody wants to reach out to them, my final suggestion as a great stocking stuffer, great food item to get this holiday season for your bariatric self or your bariatric friends, Beck's Broth Protein Hot Chocolate.
Mm,
I
yeah.
cannot stress this enough. I hope you can buy it in the US. If you cannot, I know that Liquid IV just released a hot chocolate, and I know that Ghost Protein Powder also has a hot chocolate. But Beck's Broth is a bone broth company that made a hot chocolate. Now, bear with me; it's not as gross as it sounds. Yes, this hot chocolate has bone broth in it, but
Yep.
not in a weird way. So this is completely naturally made. They use maple sugar, I get the mint one, and the mint one is exceptional. They
Mm,
use real spearmint and mint in it, and they use their bone broth. So they use the beef bone broth powder, maple sugar, real cacao, and then organic mint and a little bit of sea salt. It is so rich and so decadent. It does not taste like bone broth. It does not
yeah.
taste like beef. It's not like chocolate beef soup. It tastes just like melted chocolate. I can't describe how good it is. I had my morning coffee with it. I made a mocha with it and
Nice.
powered through the whole thing. It's 140 calories. So yes, it is a treat.
Yep.
But it has 16 grams of protein, so the protein to calorie ratio is A
Yep.
plus,
Yep.
and it's got 12 grams of sugar. Now it's 2 grams over, but I don't
That's
mind.
fine.
Is it a treat? It's a treat. It's
Yep.
got 2 grams of sugar, and it's got calcium because of the bone broth added,
Perfect.
and only 2 grams of fat. So that is my recommendation, especially for the holidays when you're gonna be craving a peppermint hot chocolate or you want something
Mhm.
chocolatey and decadent, and you could even put some marshmallows in it, and it's not
Yeah.
gonna drive up the fat or calories. I I have been giving this to non-bariatric people, so I know that my pottery teacher's trying to watch her sugar intake, and I know a lot of people that just want an alternative to, like, the 30 grams of sugar hot chocolate packs out there.
Yep.
I've been recommending and giving this to everyone I know. They make a regular, a mint, a salted caramel, a, pumpkin. The salted ca the mint and the plain are the best. Now,
Nice.
they are $10 a pack. I know that's a really hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. I have friends that are like, "Boy, Hannah, it's not something you have every day. It is
Yeah.
meant to be a treat, but it's so worth it. I try to keep like a box on hand at any given time. For our Canadian friends, you can actually buy this at most grocery stores now,
Mhm.
that have a health food section. So they've been branching out. It is on Well, but you can get it at Goodness Me. I think Sobeys is carrying it in Kitchener. You can actually get it at what's that Italian grocery store downtown? Vincenzo.
Vincenzo's.
Vincenzo sells it.
Yep.
So and Amazon has it. So you can get it at a few different places, but this would be such a lovely, lovely gift that I guarantee a
Yeah.
lot of your bariatric friends have not tried. I think you'll realize, like, it's gonna make them feel nostalgic for the holidays and just show that you put some thought into, like, what a nice thing to
Yeah.
give
I
someone,
love it.
the chance to have hot chocolate this season, but that is my last recommendation on this podcast for food is the Beck's Broth protein hot chocolate. Again, if you can't get it in America, try Ghost. I know they make a protein hot chocolate
Mhm.
that is sold out always, so I
Yeah.
can't buy it here. I've tried. Or Liquid IV, who's all over my Instagram right now, just launched hot chocolate. Kinda
Perfect.
wanna try it. Kinda curious.
Curious. Yeah.
Like, if I need to be drinking more of my, like, electrolytes and stuff because
Yeah.
I've been a bit dehydrated and I'm getting up some foot cramps, so who knows,
Yeah.
maybe I'll pick some up and try it before the next podcast, but if you can't get Beck's,
Yep.
try Ghost, and if you've tried Ghost, let me know. I would
Yeah.
love to
I'm
know how
curious.
their hot chocolate is because the unfortunate thing is it comes in a 2-pound container, so
So
if
if it's
it's shit,
gross, you're screwed.
I don't want
No,
2
then you're
pounds
stuck
in my
with it.
food. Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Love it.
So that's what's your last recommendation, Steph, food-wise for the
Oh
holidays?
gosh. Food-wise. Mine are all like fridge things. Like I'm
Ooh,
Baby Bell
okay.
100%. Like I think Baby Bell are such a great freaking snack. Um, they're good on the go. They're good when you just want a little munch. They got protein, they got calcium. They're good to add on to something like some
Mhm.
fruit and a Baby Bell to me is the perfect thing. I would it's not, like, food related, but also I think, like, the samples are great.
Yep.
Um, but I'm all Baby Bell. See, like, in my yeah. I've got my edamame beans. I mean, Built Bars are always good, the
Yeah,
puff ones.
not a bad
Giving
idea.
people, like, a little variety pack of a couple different like, 4 or 5 different flavors of Built Bars, because then again, they can try them. If there's one
Mhm.
they like, then they can go back and buy the one that they want, or whatever flavor is good for them. I also would find, like I would love a basket of, like, sugar-free or low-cal or healthy condiments. I'm a big condiment
Oh,
person. I'm
yes.
a big sauce person.
Yep.
So, like, sugar-free barbecue sauce has been a good one for me. I There's a brand, I can't remember what it is, and I buy it at Walmart, but it usually goes on sale. That's my go-to now is the sugar-free barbecue sauce. I also really like um, what's Bethany Frankel's Skinny Girl? Skinny
Skinny
Girl
girl, yes.
Chipotle Ranch. The
Oh, I love
Chipotle Ranch
Nick.
is so good.
Mhm.
So like if you find any healthier, low sugar type condiments,
Yep.
dips, that kind of stuff, I'm
And do a little
always a
bit of
sucker for that.
research because, like, Bethany Frankel's are amazing, and everybody
Yeah.
swore by the flavor and, like, did not lie, and then Walmart's you're literally their great value, no sugar added barbecue sauce,
Yeah.
like, it's to die for. Um, G. Hughes, I know that's really
Yeah.
popular.
No.
Nope, nope, couldn't do it. I tried a few of them, and they made me quite ill.
I like them. I just find them expensive and hard to find.
Very expensive, but I
Yeah.
wasn't like but that's like and get them a mix, right? Because there you go.
Yeah.
The things you're gonna love, some you won't, but you know what? That's like
Yeah.
the bet your that's the best, what you just suggested. It is hard to find ketchup, salad dressing, barbecue
Mhm.
sauce, like and find them cool condiments too, like, go out and find
Yeah.
some that,
Different
maybe
things.
maple syrup, sugar-free maple syrup would be
Yep.
amazing, marinades, buffalo dip,
Even,
like
like, dip mixes, like, what are they ca oh my gosh, what are they called? We talked about them with Cass too, she uses them all the time. They come in the packet, they're blue and checkered, and I buy them at the little flower shop in my town. Oh my gosh, can't remember, I'll think of it.
ooh,
But
and
they're like, dip mixes. So they're, like, dried, and you mix them
oh,
with protein yogurt or well, people mix them with
yes.
mayonnaise and sour cream, but, like, I use protein Greek yogurt and whatever. But there's a brand in particular, and I
Company,
can't think of it now.
like, uh
Yeah, and the packages are always it looks like a blue checkered tablecloth.
yes.
I
I
have a
buy
bunch of them in my drawer, but some
I
like
buy
that kinda thing, right?
you're thinking of Deb's dip
Yes, yes,
mixes,
Deb's dips.
Deb's dips, which might be a Canadian thing. There's also
Yep,
Franny's Farmhouse, which I
yep.
also have to say is an amazing but
Like
regardless,
that kinda stuff.
dry dip mixes are the
Yeah,
way to go because there's always an alternative on the back to make it with Greek yogurt and make it
mhm,
slightly healthier.
that's what I do.
Great idea.
So good.
Yeah, if somebody got me just a bunch of sugar-free condiments that I could try or
Yep,
sugar-free hot sauces, like, I fucking love hot sauce. That
mhm,
right there, exceptional gift for a bariatric patient. It's hard for
yep,
us to find them, and there, we've named a ton of stuff that's not no sugar added chocolate. Not that there's anything wrong with that, we're not trying to
no,
knock you if you've bought it, but I
mhm,
think there's so many different things to think of that
yeah,
aren't necessarily no sugar added blank.
yeah,
That would still be like really exciting to have around the holidays, near the holidays. Also, if you have family members, give them some of this so that they just stock their house with stuff. Like I purposely
yeah,
get my parents stuff that I'm like, now I can eat this when I'm over.
right?
Like,
Yep, then there's stuff ready there
yay.
for you too.
And the
Yeah,
dip mixes, not to beat a dead horse, great suggestion because they can make part of the dip mix the way that they would like to, and then you
yep,
can make part of the dip mix the way you want to, and
yep,
they can have their sour, creamy, more high fat version, and you can have your little low calorie, low sugar version. So it
totally.
works for the whole family, and that way you're not all deprived of things. You all get to
Yeah,
have different stuff.
love it. Love
Cool.
it.
All right. Well, thank you for
Mm,
joining us, guys. Like I said, we have 2 more
mhm,
episodes left in the year. We're gonna talk about, clothing options
yep,
next week, and then the week after that, we'll do, like, the miscellaneous things so that we can help you with your Christmas shopping, your gift giving, but also for everyone who's like me that shops on Boxing Day and wants to clean house.
yeah, totally.
We'll end the year with, like, our
Salesman.
favorite things of 2026. We'll still go over, like, answering any of your questions and talking about what's coming up in 2026 and what we're most excited for. But like always, Steph, thank you for joining me on today's episode. And thanks everybody for
Anytime.
listening.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.